What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Financial Wolf channel. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing why starting a vending machine business is just not worth it when you actually crunch the numbers. So recently on YouTube, vending machine business videos have been just exploding. Literally everyone's been watching them, and I'm honestly part of the problem. I enjoy watching them so much just because I find the business model very enticing, like having a bunch of quarters there, seeing a bunch of money when you're looking at those vending machines. It's very enticing and it makes you want to get into the business. But when you're actually crunching the numbers, starting a vending machine business, in my opinion, is not the best thing to get into, and a better business to get into is phone flipping. For those of you guys that do not know what phone flipping is, it's pretty much the process of buying iPhones at a low price and reselling them at a high price. Of course, there's a lot more to it. I have a bunch of videos on my channel about phone flipping. It's pretty much what most of this channel is about. I have a lot of videos on it, so I'm going to be linking here on the screen my phone flipping for beginners video, which will tell you pretty much everything about phone flipping. So go ahead and check that out after today's video. If you're really curious about what phone flipping is, go ahead and check it out right now. So phone flipping is the business that I am currently running. I started my phone flipping business about 7 months ago, and in that 7-month time period, I have been able to scale my business from zero to over $2,000 a month in profit, and I literally started with $200. So I'm going to be discussing with you guys why phone flipping is better than vending machines from my personal experience and from just a cost standpoint and the investment return that you can get on the money you put into the business. With a vending machine business, the startup cost is fixed at a minimum of $150 to $200, and that is the price that's going to cost you to get a triple head candy vending machine, used but in good condition. That's what they seem to be going for online. You might be able to get one a little bit cheaper if you go plastic, but of course those are lower quality and it won't last you as long, and it's something a lot of vendors don't recommend you do. Don't go for the plastic ones. If you want to get into vending, I'd say at least go for the metal, but I'm going to be describing here, if you're willing to put in the effort, phone flipping's a lot better, because with a $150 investment into phone flipping, you'll be able to start flipping phones in your first month right away, start making money, because there's only so many things you need to do before you get into the business. Of course, if you want to watch some of my videos before you actually get into it, that's what I would recommend, but with the $150 investment into phone flipping, you could expect to make anywhere between $400 and $1,000 in your first month. And I'm getting that number by, let's say you have that $150, you buy an iPhone 7 for $150, you sell it for $200 locally, and you do that at least twice a week consistently. As you build capital, of course your income will go up substantially because you'll be able to buy more and more phones. So I typically say you'll probably be about making $400 to $1,000 on your $150 to $200 startup investment into phone flipping. That's what most people that get started and kind of tell me about it on the YouTube channel tend to see in terms of results. So that's kind of what you would expect with phone flipping. On the other hand, with a vending machine business, $150 to $200 investment will only bring you between $30 and $50 total in profit. So I got this number by kind of seeing the average location's revenue that it generates. I looked how much the candy is going to cost you and how much profit you're going to make after all the expenses. I'm not even including a commission, because I know a lot of vendors include a commission with that, and I'm not including gas either. So I'm actually being very generous with these numbers. So with $150 to $200 investment, you'll only see a return of about $30 to $50 a month. The reason that phone flipping brings a much better return than vending machines, because it requires something known as active income. It requires you to actively work all month to make some money, and this is definitely something I recommend doing if you have the time and you want to start a business and scale it fast. I don't recommend you get into vending machines for your first business, just because when you're first getting started, you're going to be hungry for success and you're going to want to build as much money as fast as you can. And vending machines is not the best way to do that. I know so many people wanting to start their first business in vending machines when that's going to bring them a much lower return than almost any other business that's common out there. So with phone flipping, literally $150 could turn into $1,000 in 1 month. And that's why I really love the business. Of course, there are some things to know. You're going to have to watch some videos about it. There's a bunch of videos on my channel to know about phone flipping before you get into it. Literally spend 2 hours watching videos, and after that you'll know a lot of things about phone flipping. You can go out and buy your first phone from there. and then you can go and flip it for a profit. And that is what I love about phone flipping. There are some things to know, but after you know them and you figure out how to make money with the business, the income keeps flowing as long as you continuously put in the work. While on the other hand, with vending machines, the income method that it brings in is more passive. You're only going to have to collect your money and get the machines in locations. It really doesn't require that much effort, maybe only a couple hours every single month. Although that might be great for some people, the return on investment isn't as good with passive income sources. And the thing is, with a vending machine business as your first business, you're not going to be able to put in a ton of effort if you don't have a lot of money to get started. Vending machine business is more of invest money and you receive money every month, while phone flipping is more of a thing where you invest time and you get money in return. If you guys are looking to get into vending machines for your first business, I want you to take a look at how much money you're investing. And if you're investing anywhere lower than $1,000, you should be investing that money into a different side hustle to build more money to eventually get into vending machines if that's really what you want to do. Obviously, it won't bring you that great of a return, but if you really want to get into vending machines, I recommend that you have more than $1,000, because if you're getting started in vending machines with less than $1,000, you could be building that capital so much faster, and it would be way more worth it if you get into something else, make a lot more money with that, and then use that money to get into vending machine. Trust me, you're going to be delaying gratification, and you're going to have a lot more money to get started, and you're going to be making a lot more money with vending machines if you try something else first. So what I recommend, if you have $150 to invest into a vending machine business, what I want you guys to do is instead use that money for phone flipping, and in a month build that capital up to 500 to 1,000, and you can be buying 3 to 6 machines instead of just one. In 1 month, you literally tripled to 6x your machine startup. So you're going to be making $150 to $300 instead of just $50. So it's a big difference. If you try something else first, try a different side hustle before you actually get into something less profitable and passive like a vending machine business. So I really want you guys to build some capital with other methods before you get right into vending machines, because or else it's going to take you a long time to build up your machine inventory. So I want you guys to have a different business, because vending machines really doesn't take that much time. And if you have the time to really hustle and make a lot of money, I recommend you try something else and kind of do vending machines on the side. Maybe invest all of your profits into there, but keep a pool for phone flipping so you can continuously buy more machines. Because don't get me wrong, a vending machine business is very interesting. Like, it's so pleasurable when you have all those quarters from machines, but it's definitely not a business that takes a lot of time, and the return on investment isn't great. So I might be investing some of my profits into vending machines, but it's not something I'm going to do as a full-time income just because it's not a lot of money, especially if you're only doing quarter machines. Okay guys, with that all being said, I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I didn't get into a lot of detail, but I wanted to give you guys a warning for those of you who are looking to get into vending machines. And honestly, I don't see it as a great business if it's your first business and you have time to start another more profitable side hustle. I mentioned you should be probably doing it on the side, maybe investing your profits from another business into vending machines, but don't just go into vending machines full time if you have less than $1,000 to get started. So I want you guys to build that capital first with another side hustle. It doesn't have to be phone flipping. It's just something that I've had success with, so that's why I'm recommending it. But I want you guys to just take this video as a warning and maybe look into something else. Again, guys, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for today's video. I know it was a short one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to drop a like and also subscribe to the Financial Wolf channel if you are new to be in the first 1,000 subscribers.